plotting with her former employer turned lover, Brendan Banfield, to kill his wife and another man, has been handed a 10-year prison sentence. 25-year-old Juliana Magalhaes is learning her fate today in Fairfax County Court. Her attorney telling Fox 5 she could be out of prison and free in 4 years because of time served if she's released early for good behavior. She turned state's witness and received a lesser charge of involuntary manslaughter in the killing of Joseph Ryan. Brendan Banfield was found guilty of murdering his wife, Christine, and Ryan. He'll be sentenced in May. Magalhaes, speaking before her sentence, was handed down, and so did Joseph Ryan's mother.
My son's life was used and thrown away, seen as worthless and utterly disposable.
Naturally, I know I can never take back the devastation of what I have done. I know that my remorse cannot bring you peace.
Defense attorney Joseph Tully joining us now to break this all down. And the prosecution, when they were asked if this was a sweetheart deal, they did not agree with the connotation. And yet, Joseph, here we go. In 4 years, she could be free. 2 people died as a consequence of what happened here.
Correct, yes. So while the prosecution is saying, don't call this a sweetheart deal, it is a sweetheart deal. They don't want to say it. I will say it. Sometimes I think it's best to approach things and just say it like it is. It's a sweetheart deal, but were they wrong in doing it? They had to make a deal with the devil in order to get a bigger devil, Mr. Banfield. So I think, you know, as you're saying, she's served 2.5 years in custody already. She's looking at a little over 4 years left. So in about 6.5 years, she will have served her term for these horrible, horrific crimes.
Yeah. What do you make of the fact that it's only 4 years, essentially, with time served, good behavior? This is not something that just applies to Juliana Magalhaes. This is how the system works.
It is sometimes. So she was every bit culpable as Mr. Banfield is with our legal system. So the getaway driver in a car is just as liable as the guy is who goes into a bank with a gun and robs a bank. That's just how our system works. However, here, rather than you know, sort of roll the dice and maybe get her, but maybe let the jury doesn't convict on him, the prosecution wanted to give her a deal. And that's always subject to criticism, and it always creates a defense pathway. It wasn't successful here, but it gave the defense an argument. Listen, don't listen to her because she's getting a deal. She can't be trusted. But it's how they chose to proceed, but I think greater justice was achieved.
All right. Yeah, and the prosecution saying, to your point, that they needed to nail Brendan Banfield for these murders, and that jury agreed unanimously, and we'll be seeing him be sentenced come May. Joseph, thank you for breaking that down.
Thank you for having me. Take care.
A partial government shutdown seeming inevitable at this point after senators failed to strike a deal on Department of Homeland Security funding. Democrats in both chambers of Congress trying to enact